Ooh.
Whisper can do it.
Watch your step, kid.
Oh, thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone, nice to meet you.
Graham, the pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
Keep out. Under construction. Caution. Bees and distress. Caution. Bees and distress.
So, how did you find an eye?
It was a hideous beast lurking inside. Ouch! Rude! How could I lure that hideous beast out?
Seems like a waste of money.
Shame. These could have been carved into really nice jack-o'-lanterns. That pumpkin was housing too many squirrels for my taste. Of course, the one good pumpkin had to be guarded by squirrels. How precious. The badger wanted to make friends with the squirrels. I walked into town with my last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap.
Hey, Graham. If you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh, forgive me. Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor, my bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Anyway, take a look around. Let me know if something piques your interest. So, you know what you want?
So, I've been meaning to ask. What is that amazing blade for? Is it for battling vicious werebears? How many ice orcs has it slain? Does it deal justice? Is it road legal? Is it made of fear?
Oh, that? No, that's for gardening. I use it to trim my hedges. Seeing as my place is all tended to, and my petunias are most lovely, I'm willing to part with it for the price of one shiny gold coin. I'm sure you've got a prickly situation that needs attending.
How much for that gardening tool?
One shiny gold coin.
Do you have any idea where I can hunt down an eye of a hideous beast?
What a glorious day for a tournament. My favorite time of year. Fire-eyed new recruits, the clanks and clinks of armor clashing, and the action the very finest. One hopeful always rises to the occasion. I love it all. Some people in town, they complain about the barbaric events, but it's a tradition I'm proud to be a part of. If I was competing, I'd go after the biggest, scariest beast I could find, even if it meant certain death. As they say, fortune favors the bold, and I see braveness in those eyes. It's not fully developed yet, but it's there. That little flicker of fire dancing in your stare? I'm gonna watch you closely. It may be time for a new apprentice.
What was your advice again?
We need a traditionally brave knight in Daventry. One that can cut through all the new policies and rules, and instead get out there and protect our borders from enemies. We need a knight that can fight off our dragons.
What was your advice again?
We need a traditionally brave knight in Daventry. One that can cut through all the new policies and rules, and instead get out there and protect our borders from enemies. We need a knight that can fight off...
Gardening tool.
One shiny gold coin.
Bye.
Hey, kid, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you help me keep that back door closed? I run the local Wetzel Wolf Watch program here in town. There's patches getting made. If you keep that door closed, you can be an official member. Think it over. Patches! Seriously, Wenty.
Sometimes you roll the dice and they all come up wenty. Even though the bridges are out and my supplier has gone missing, I got a generous tip when I wasn't even here. Oh, bless their soul. They probably left it as a thank you for my charity work. No one ever goes hungry when I'm around. Well, now, you fine strapping lad. How may I help you? Looks like we could put some love on those bones.
What's today's special?
Oh, well, today I am baking up quite the treat. Grandma's star shroom pie. A delicacy big enough to feed an army. Or someone with the appetite of an army. I've eaten it in one sitting before. Well, don't judge. No one would trust a skinny baker, now would they? Unfortunately, my ingredients haven't been delivered, and I can't complete the recipe. Until those bridges get fixed, people will just have to settle for the love in my goat hoof pie instead. Tell you what, if you can find me some starberries and sugar shrooms, you can have this monster pie for the discounted price of 1 gold coin.
Got any free samples?
Oh, today only. I'm letting people sample our new walnut strudel. However, I ran out of bitterroot. It's really nasty on its own, but it really brings out the nutty flavor of the strudel. It usually grows under big, heavy rocks. If you can find me some, you can have all the free samples you want.
That's not a delicious, chocolate, hideous beast's eye cake I smell cooking, is it?
Looking for an eye, are you? Well, it must be that time of year again. Frankly, I can't tolerate it. The Fays weren't raised that way. It's archaic. So much fighting and needless killing. Compassion comes from the heart, you know? As does food. If you want to get to the heart of any problem, All you need is pie. We can't solve all of Daventry's problems with weapons and force. That's not the knight I want to serve a meal to.
Good day.
Don't desert me!
Hey, Graham. What can I get you?
What was your advice again?
We need a traditionally brave knight in Daventry. One that can cut through all the new policies and rules, and instead get out there and protect our borders from enemies. We need a knight that can fight off our dragons.
How much for that gardening tool?
1 shiny gold coin.
Bye.
Fortune favors the bold, and Amaya favors the fortune.
Did you do it? Did you spend your only gold coin on the epic weed whacker?
No, I decided I wasn't ready to jump headfirst into this problem just yet.
You can post a work order on anything you want lifted, chopped, or crumbled. Then I'll bring out Mrs. Crumbler to fulfill the order.
Well, then give me a second.
You want the delivery boy, are you? With our rare, miraculous, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
Ah, horse feathers, Chester. This boy's no courier. He desires a position in King Edward's court. He seems to be a bold soul, primed to take Daventry head on. However, he is one who needs to think a little more before he acts if he's going to defeat the contenders in this year's night tournament.
Zounds! Did you just read my fortune?
No, we're just very old and very judgmental people.
It's true we're judges. This is my judging phase.
Ariel and I don't read fortunes anymore.
Yep. There was no future in it.
We couldn't tell fortunes if we wanted to. Some scoundrel stole our fortune table whilst we were watching the parade.
Mm-hmm. You haven't seen anyone rolling around Daventry with our tabletop, have you?
I'm pretty sure I saw the Merchant of Miracles using your table as a replacement wheel for his ridiculous cart.
That shyster! We better keep our doors locked, Muriel. He might come back for our pickled fish legs.
Take a look around, boy. Let us know if you like anything you see.
Something mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot. It looked like some type of broken lantern.
Ooh, what are these little guys?
Those are bird bombs. Our own invention.
Kinda like a smoke bomb, but they release gas that will cause your victim to cluck like a chicken. Temporarily, of course.
Those ones are expired, though, so they're just for display.
Graham.
Did you do it? Did you spend your only gold coin on the epic weed whacker?
I did. The mold costs a fortune.
Now, Graham, promise me you will only use this for its intended purpose.
I shall be brave in all my hedge trimmings.
Those plants will never see it coming. You bought it, now get to trimming. And only trimming.
No one should notice one bell missing.
The announcement board was covered until round 2 of the tournament. King Edward gave us everything we have. His legacy was tarnished in his later years, but he was a once great man, and he left me with a Daventry to grow into the kingdom it is today.
I better stand on this side of the rock.
It wouldn't budge. That didn't need a bell.
You cut?
Not that type of story. What a peculiar trap.
Fantastical floating island. Only steps away. It's so floaty. You'll be amazed. Almost there. World's greatest and only floating island. Don't turn right. No floating islands that way.
Starberries framed a serene view. Shame about that buzzing beehive, though. My love, you're my everything. I might not have enough money for a ring yet, but I just can't wait any longer. Will you be mine forever? I better put this back. Someone had set the scene for a lovely evening.
Kids, don't stop screaming until Dad pulls over the wagon. This was on my bucket list.
That didn't fit there.
You cut?
No cutting.
Don't worry. The Wetzels will be here soon, Princess Madeline.
You just pranced into a dark cave filled with vicious wolves?
You know, I'm not sure. Maybe I should pause for a...
You just...
Moving any further in the dark seemed like a bad idea. Moving any further in the dark seemed like a bad idea. I wasn't always the master archer you see before you now.
How'd you learn?
We'll get to that part.
All right, sugar shrooms.
I wasn't strong enough to move that rock. The announcement board was covered until round 2 of the tournament.
Hasn't anyone told you it's not polite to go stomping around on people's backs? Give me one good reason not to gobble you up right now.
Because, like yourself, I too am a bridge troll. See?
You're pretty ugly for a troll. A long nose and a bushy tail like that? Are you sure you're not a bridge bandicoot?
Yep, no bandicoots here. Just a hairy, hideous bridge troll.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't believe you. It's just that I've been crossed so many times. One more time, and I might emotionally collapse. Would you be so kind to accept my apology and join me in the secret dance of the Bridge Troll Guild?
Oh, yes, of course, the troll dance. I, only know the traditional Ludor version, so you should start.
Very well, Tiny Bandicoot.
Yeah. Can't stop. All right.
You got some great moves, Mr. Bandy. You are most certainly a bridge troll. What did you want from Olfie?
Can you share with me why all the bridges seem to be missing in Daventry?
Well, little Bandy, until further notice, the Bridge Troll Guild is officially on strike. For too long have we, the Bridges, have been stomped on by sharp-pointed shoes of the puny guards. And do they care that my back breaks out in an itchy rash from all that marching? Of course not. As Pilar says, for shame, Daventry. We're not going back to work until the kingdom, can take better care of their roads. I should be at the meeting, but Alfie always shows up fashionably late. Right when the croissants are served.
You wouldn't happen to know where I can find an Eye of a Beast, would you?
Is it time for the tournament already? I thought that was on Tuesday. Oh, bother, my memory's failing again. Alfie's been suffering from sleep deprivation. A very rude monster has been snarling in the bushes behind my back.
Is this monster you speak of hideous, perchance?
Snarling Snarlax is legendarily hideous. Those puny guards of Daventry would surely be impressed by his eye. It is rumored the beast has 2 purple eyes with bright blue, glowing pupils, 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth. I could let you cross and perhaps even help you with that fire-eyed monster, but since Alfie didn't eat you, Alfie needs a pick-me-up. This big tooth is a sweet one. If you bring me something to eat, I'll consider helping you.
What are all those weird instruments around the bridges for?
Usually those horns are used to summon its associated bridge troll to fill the gap. But we have removed all mouthpieces until we get word from the head of the guild. Alfie was instructed to keep all his horns hidden from humans. I keep mine under my butt. Shh.
Can you tell me about that Snarlax's eyes again?
The legendary flame-eyed monster back there behind me has purple eyes with glowing blue pupils. Alfie will help you retrieve them if you bring him a sweet-tasting snack.
Happy trails.
Scamper back quick, little bandicoot. Alfie is starving.
I'm not going to lie. I took that rock for granite.
Grandpa.
I am here to serve.
So, where can I find the ingredients for that giant pie?
I'll also need 1 gold coin. But which ingredient?
The sugar shrooms.
They are pink and only grow in cold, dark areas.
The sugar shrooms.
They are pink and only grow in cold, dark areas.
The starberries.
They are yellow and tend to grow high on trees in sunny areas.
Never mind. How do I get my free sample?
Well, bring me some bitter root. It's what I need to finish my walnut strudel. It grows under big, heavy rocks.
What was your advice again?
Think with your heart and not with your brain or your biceps. That's the knight I want to see in King Edward's royal court.
Good day.
Have a crepe day. How can I help?
So, where can I find the ingredients for that giant pie?
I'll also need 1 gold coin. But which ingredient?
The starberries.
They are yellow and tend to grow high on trees in sunny areas.
Never mind. Good day.
Don't forget to follow your heart.
I ruined the bees' day. That lovely meal. I tucked the berries away for later, even though I was craving a cliffside snack.
Looks like we could put some love on those bones.
So, where can I find the ingredients for that giant pie?
I'll also need 1 gold coin. But which ingredient?
Never mind. Good day.
Bye pie! Wow! These sugar shrooms look amazing. Just the right amount of shroomy and not too sugary. Now, if you can find me the starberries, she's all yours for the discounted rate of 1 shiny gold coin. These starberries are perfectly ripe, just squishy enough, and with a faint scent of musky cabbage. Now, if you pass me 1 shiny gold coin, Grandma's giant star shroom pie is all yours.
Hey, Graham. You bought it, now get to trimming. And only trimming.
That didn't need a bell. That didn't need a bell. That didn't need a bell.
You bought it, now get to trimming. And only trimming. You bought it, now get to trimming. And only trimming. What can I get you?
What was your advice again?
We need a traditionally brave knight in Daventry. One that can cut through all the new policies and rules, and instead get out there and protect our borders from enemies. We need a knight that can fight off our dragons.
Bye.
Don't forget leg day!
Yes, lad?
How do I get my free sample?
Well, bring me some bitter root. It's what I need to finish my walnut strudel. It grows under big, heavy rocks.
Good day.
Don't get in any rhubarbs.
An overgrown patch of spiniferous thornweeds obstructed a path to the water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps. I was a few steps behind, but I was hopeful a beast was in that well, and I wanted an eye to impress everyone.
But Grandpa, the dragon lives down there.
I didn't know that yet, Gwendolyn, and pretend you don't either. This story takes place before the one I told you last night. Sometimes a story is best told out of order.
Oh, got it.
I was out of my league down there, but I had something to prove. I guess you could say I was stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Stop stalling, Grandpa.
Hey! Whatever's down here, it's mine.
The dragon!
Stalama. Afamata. Afamata. Stalama. Afamata. Water. Afamata. Afamata. Stalama. Afamata. 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 Afamata.
And then we paused there for some tea and cake.
No, we didn't.
Water. Afamata. 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 Water.
I'm remembering this wrong. Wait.
Water.
I'm remembering.
Water.
And then we paused there.
Water.
And then we paused there for some tea and
Water.
And then we paused there.
Water.
And then we paused.
Water.
Wait, 2 eyes?
Yes, and another surprise.
Squeak!
We didn't share your excitement.